looking to plan a trip to Disneyland? Watch this first. Hey everyone, welcome back to Ski Club TV. I'm Mark.
And I'm Leanne. And Mark, we're going to talk about the happiest place on earth today.
We are indeed, Disneyland. So we've been numerous times. I haven't been as many times as you, but I've been quite a few times.
Yeah. Not many people have been as many times as me.
No, that's true. Not many sane people anyway.
Yeah, tragic.
Yeah, these are just some tips
that we've found.
And maybe ways you can save a little bit of money or things to factor in.
And to prioritise.
Yeah, things that we think are important and things that maybe we think aren't so important.
Yeah.
If you're doing a trip to Disneyland, you have to accept, or any Disney park, that it's going to be expensive. There's no such thing as a value or cheap trip to Disneyland.
It used to be though. Remember when we went in the
used to be the case.
Was 2010s? It was like
2012 was the first time we went.
Yeah, I can remember that. I think the first time I went, why are they saying it's so expensive? And it was actually, but our dollar was good, you know.
Yeah, that's right. All that's changed now.
Yeah.
So, there's no such thing as a cheap trip to Disney. There just isn't. But there are ways you can make it a little bit more affordable, and we're going to talk about some of those. All right, so the first thing you need to do when you're going to go over is to consider when you're going to go.
Yes, definitely.
So probably the first thing to consider is what time of year do you want to go?
Yeah.
And the best way to research that is to look at, if you just Google Disneyland crowd calendar.
Yeah.
Right, it'll tell you there's a couple of different websites that will tell you the crowds that are expected at certain times of the year, day by day even.
Yeah.
So Is It Packed is one. Undercover Tourist is a really good website for planning any sort of Disney-related travel.
And purchasing tickets.
Yeah, they do park guides. They even do plans for you to maximise your day and all that sort of stuff. And there's another website called Magic Guide. So there's three that enable you to check what crowds are expected at certain times of year.
If you've got kids, one of the best times for Australians to go, I find, is probably September.
Yep.
The kids have gone back to school in the US. Our kids are off, so it's usually the crowd's quite low.
Weather's still good.
And the beginning of December is usually pretty good after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And that way you also get the Christmas decos.
So consider that's what you want. You don't want to book flights first and then be stuck with those dates and then find out,
it's spring break.
It's spring break and the crowds are going to be massive.
The crowds, they actually close the parks.
Yeah.
Unless you've got a reservation, you can't get
Well, that's why they've instituted the tiered ticketing.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that when we get to it. But consider when you want to go and what the crowds are going to be like, and then you need to think about your flights.
Yeah.
So what are some things in relation to the flights?
I go on cost. So I try and, if I can I usually only book when I can get a flight under $1,300.
Yeah, it's a good kind of...
Yeah, to LA.
Yeah.
And that's
benchmark.
Yeah, and it's definitely possible, even nowadays. Yeah. It doesn't go down as much as it was pre-COVID, where you get...
There's still real bargains to be had.
There are,
recently, FJ were doing around 800
That's
return.
really good, yeah.
So, yes, you go via Nardi. Yes, there's a stopover, but we've done that trip and it was actually good to break up the travel.
Stretch your legs.
Yeah, Air New Zealand do flights via Auckland.
Yeah.
That are fine as well. I've done those.
United fly direct, so that's another one to look at.
I've done Qantas. That's probably the premium flight, but it generally is the most expensive. I think we paid 13.
In fact, if you do want to get Qantas on sale, a good indication is when you start seeing Fiji Airlines and Delta and that, they sort of advertise first and then you'll get a Qantas sale.
Yeah.
So if you just hold off for a couple of weeks, then you'll see it go down.
Yeah. Consider flights via other countries like Fiji Airways via Nadi. It's a really good way to get there cheaper. And if you're saving $300-400 a person, and you're a family of 4, do the math on that. That's significant money.
Yeah.
You know, and yes, it adds a few hours on, but you're going to more than make up that value. And same with Air New Zealand. They're the main things around flights.
Before you go, it's also worth downloading the MPC app. Will get you through customs quicker.
Over there,
So then we've got to consider accommodation.
Yep. So for me, I think the key thing with accommodation is proximity to the park.
Yeah.
All right. So if you can walk there in 5 minutes, 10 max, that's where you want to be, because 10 minutes doesn't seem like a long walk at the start of the day, but when you've been at Disneyland all day and you're already 20,000 steps in,
and you have kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they're just wrecked and crabby and stuff. Yes, there is hotels that will do shuttles, so they're also worth thinking about. But if it's not close to the park and there's not a shuttle, then look elsewhere.
And you have to get a dedicated shuttle. A lot of them will say that there's shuttles, but it'll be that ARC bus.
Yeah.
And you can wait forever with the ARC bus.
Takes too long.
If you get one that's got a dedicated shuttle where it leaves on a certain time and picks you up
at
a certain park, the Hyatt.
The Hyatt,
up near Target on Harbour Boulevard.
Is that near the convention centre as well? Or
past the convention centre. It's a good couple of blocks past.
Oh, okay.
So it's a fair way, but when you're getting a shuttle and it's dedicated, it's fine.
Yeah, nice.
And it's a beautiful hotel, and you can get it for the same price as one that's across the road that's a 2-star.
Yeah, nice.
And it's a 5-star hotel.
Yep. So, proximity to the park is your biggest thing. Don't worry about star ratings. Like, read reviews on comfort.
As long as it's clean.
And cleanliness.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to be sleeping there generally. If your trip's based around Disneyland, you're going to be spending all day in the park, and you're just going to come back and you're going to be knackered.
And you're usually only there for a few days, so you do want to maximise the time that you've got. And someone like Leanne and I, we like to go back and have a bit of a rest in the afternoon. Well, if you are 10 minutes away, you do not go back that night. So you're missing out on, because you're just tired and you go, I can't be bothered. But you're actually missing out on all the fun, because the park at night is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's fireworks, parades, all that stuff. Yeah, that's right.
And some of those 2-star hotels have breakfast included, so you can usually fill up with something as well.
Yeah. We'll get to some shopping stuff at the end, ways you can save money.
Yes.
All right, so that's your accommodation.
So there are on-site hotels. There's 3 of them, and they're very expensive. The Disneyland hotel at the moment is probably around $700 USD per night. So you're looking at Australian dollars, $1,000, and California Adventure is even more.
Look, if money's no object, if you're like, I'm happy to spend whatever it costs to have the most elite experience, then sure, stay at the Disneyland hotel.
And you know what you can do? Say if you're there for like a 5-day trip or something, just have one night at the end staying at the Disneyland hotel where you don't use a park ticket.
Yeah.
And then you can use its pool, and you can get the atmosphere, and that's sort of like your end of trip.
If you're paying $1,000 a night and all you're doing is sleeping in it, it's kind of a waste.
I know. So if you have your day when you've not got a park ticket, and you can
just stroll around downtown Disney,
because you can put 4 people in those rooms, even though they're only So that's another way of enjoying the hotel. As a treat.
Because there's no doubt the Disneyland. Well, the Disney hotels are all, very good.
And they've got the magic and it extends.
Yeah. All right. So there's your accommodation stuff. There are a few advantages of staying on property hotels, but not many really with Disneyland. You get early entry, I think.
Yeah. But that's...
And it's, they're nice and close. But you can get hotels that cost a quarter as much, just as close. Yeah. So look at those. Closer. Yeah, probably. All right. Tickets. So... there are no bargains to be had in relation to tickets. Disney have made that impossible. There are ways to save a little bit of money here and there, and there are smart ways to play, and there are dumb ways to play.
So, Mark, do you know what the average ticket is to get into Disneyland just for one day at the moment?
Funnily enough, I do know that because we looked. It's a one-day ticket now costs around $220
Plus tax.
plus tax.
So you're looking at 300.
300 odd Aussie dollars for a day.
Yeah.
Obviously, as you add more days, those extra days get cheaper.
Yeah, a 5-day isn't much more than a 3-day, just as FYI.
So the one thing, so for those who don't know, at Disneyland, there are two parks. You have Disneyland, which is your traditional, always been there park with the history, Waltz Park, and then you've got, it's called Disneyland California Adventure, which is just as big as your Pixar
and
stuff.
Anyone that went there pre-90s, which I did, that was a car park.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have a photo in the car park.
So there are two parks. So you really want to allow yourself at least a day in each of those parks, right? So you're at a 2-day ticket. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think a 3-day ticket for me is the sweet spot. And then on the 3rd day, what you can do is upgrade that 3rd day to park hopping. So don't pay for it for all 3 days. So park hopping is when you can enter both the parks on the same day. So go to, say, Disneyland on your first day. You're going to experience all the history of the park.
It has to
it's
be
the original
day.
one. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It'll blow you away. Day 2, go to California Adventure, and that's really cool too. There's some great rides in that park and good areas, especially for kids.
Yeah.
Then on day 3, you can either pick your favourite and incur no extra cost.
So I'd go back to Disneyland.
I probably would as well.
Yeah.
Or what you can do is go to one of the ticket windows and upgrade your 3rd day entry to a hopper ticket.
Yeah.
And go between the two parks and ride all your favourite rides or anything that maybe you missed.
Yeah, like Soaring and Tower of Terror, which is now Guardians.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, in my opinion, I think that's a good...
Yeah.
Like, yes, you can do a 5-day ticket. And don't get me wrong, 5 days would be awesome. You get to experience everything without too much hurrying around and rushing. You could see every parade, experience the fireworks. It would be great.
Go in for dinner,
But you have to be a kind of Disney tragic like you or I.
Yeah.
You even more so than me to see the value in that and want to immerse yourself in that kind of lifestyle for 5 days. Because it's like a cult.
It is a cult. No, it is.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
You know, do your research, decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
And are you going to talk about ticket resellers?
Oh, no, but that's a good one. Yes.
Yeah, so there are undercover tourists who sell Disneyland tickets slightly cheaper. ARES Travel, ARES Travel, I've used before, and you save about anywhere between $10 and $13 per ticket, which doesn't sound like much, but
when you buy
over a family of 4 buying, say, 2, 3, 4-day tickets, that adds up. You know, that's a dinner for your family.
Yeah.
So, and you may as well save it.
And Klook also sells them, and sometimes they have specials where adults will go at kids' prices.
Yep.
So you just got to check out. It's worth checking out.
So, you know.
And usually you can buy them a year out. They're usually valid for a whole year.
Okay.
So then you can put them in. That's with Klook anyway.
So Disneyland now have locked in tiered tickets.
Yeah.
So you need to know exactly when you're going to go, and that's why those crowd calendar apps are really good. So you need, when booking your tickets, generally, there are exceptions, but generally you need to specify the days you're going to go. All right. So, and then based on the day and the crowd expected and the popularity, adjusts the ticket price.
Yeah.
So I think there's 3 tiers now, isn't there, or something?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Do your research.
And the thing is, you usually if you're going to be in the local time, you're going to be the cheapest anyway.
That's right.
Avoid weekends, especially at Disneyland.
Early to midweek is the best time to go.
And avoid public holidays.
Yeah, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, in my experience, are the best days. And Mondays and Thursdays behind those. And then, Friday, Saturday, Sundays are generally pretty tough. Anything else on tickets?
No. So when you're in the park, there's several experiences or
there is. Obviously, you for the cost of your entry, you get all rides.
Yeah.
You don't get any food. You don't get any drinks. Although you can get free water. Yeah.
You can at any quick service. They'll
Yeah.
give you free water.
Yep.
Good.
And there's water fountains all throughout the park. Be aware, and a lot of people think that you can't. You can take food into Disneyland.
You can.
So do your shopping, make your sangers, or buy snacks or whatever. And
From the Target up the road.
yeah, you don't want to be in a position where all your food has to come out of that park, because it's got, again, if money's no object, great. But if there's a family of 4 of you and you don't take any food in, expect to be paying $300 to $400 on food for that day.
Yeah. Okay, so there are other options to just doing rides in Disneyland.
Yep.
And some of those options are park experiences.
Like what?
Tours.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Or your Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
True.
Character dining.
True.
So there's a whole lot of other that they can get more money out of.
For those who don't know, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is a salon where you can take your daughter or yourself if you want.
Or sons.
Yeah, and you go in and they treat you like a princess or a prince, and they do your hair and makeup. Like we did it with Lauren. She was 7 and she felt like $1 million. She came out of there with a sash. Her hair was all done. I'll put some photos in.
And they treat you like a princess all day.
Yeah.
So you get priority on rides. And the princesses call them, the cast members call them princess.
Yeah. It was really sweet, and it was worth every penny in my opinion. To give her that experience. She felt really special, and it was worth the money. It wasn't cheap, but again, it's Disney, nothing's cheap.
And there are tiers that you can do, so you can go full on where you buy the whole lot, or you can just get the hair and makeup done.
Yeah, that's what we did. We didn't see the point in walking around in a princess dress, because I don't know how you get on roller coasters in a princess dress.
And it depends on the kid, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's well worth it. And character dining is where you do a sit-down dinner and have characters walking around interacting. So we've done a couple of those.
Yeah. What did you think about you?
I've been to 2 different ones, and I found one was great, the other one I thought was a bit average.
What were they, the breakfast or the lunch or the dinner?
So one was breakfast, and that was at the Disneyland Hotel,
Goofy's
Kitchen, and that was well worth
we did that
the money. It was great. The food was fine, but it had Chip and Dale and all the sort of characters that we were more interested in, and the way Chip and Dale interacted with our kids and stuff, again, made it worth the price of admission.
Yeah. And you still remember it now, don't you?
Yeah. And we did one in Disneyland in the actual park. Again, it was a breakfast, and it was just okay. But to be honest, that was the trip where Davina got sick and we all had the flu. So that kind of probably impacted on our experience. But I certainly feel that it wasn't as good. So do your research on which characters appear at which one.
And which one's important,
and work out what your kids would be the most interested in. But the Goofies one with Chip and Dale and some of the other characters was great. Yeah. Like it really was.
And they get the kids up dancing. It means you also don't have to wait in line when you're in the parks to see the characters.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of advantages to that. And the memories that it brings, I did it once with a friend and her daughter, and I'll always remember that. So another option that I've done in the parks is the tours.
Yep.
So I did the walking in Walt's footsteps. Now these are for park nerds. I'm a big Walt Disney fan.
Yep.
So for me to do walking in Walt's footsteps was like a highlight of a lot of the stuff I already knew. I probably could have taken it myself.
Yeah.
But you do get to tour behind the scenes. So we went into the we didn't get to go to Walt's apartment, which is above. What was it, above the fire thing?
Firehouse, Instead, and they have a light on in the window.
Yeah, instead we went to an apartment which Walt never used, and it was built for his family because that one was getting too small, and this one's above Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
And it's really cool. It's got all like a lot of animatronics inside, and it'll have a train set that goes around the top of all the bedrooms, and it's very, very cool. But again, you're looking at around $300. Or $200 and something. They book out really quickly, and you do need a park ticket to get into to go on them.
Yeah. Look, if you want to know the history of the park, there are books you can read. There's heaps of YouTube videos on it, podcasts. So if there's things you want to know before you go, but yeah, there's no doubt that does give you a peek behind the curtain you're not going to get through a book or whatever.
And I loved it. It was a highlight. It's a one and done.
For someone like you, I can see the value in it.
Yeah.
For me, I'd be like, I want to be on rides. But, you know.
Well, what is it? What's your favourite one? Peter Pan.
But I didn't say it's my favourite. I said I like that dark ride. For some reason, it just, But it's definitely not my favourite.
The old nostalgia.
Yeah.
Did we talk about downloading the app before you go so you can see the park?
No, we didn't, but we should. Yeah, so if you download the Disneyland app, you'll be able to see wait times on rides and things like that, and any ride closures, things like that. So,
and if you bought tickets from a reseller, you can actually attach them to that app. That's the way you got to get in and attach them because that will be your ticket in and everything.
Yeah. It's definitely worth having on one of your phones, just so you can quickly check. Oh yeah, this Soarin's a 90-minute wait, so maybe we'll see if that dies down a bit or whatever.
So they don't have the old-fashioned fast pass anymore, but they do have called Lightning Lane, and there's a couple of different variations of Lightning Lane. You can buy one that you get the day as a Lightning Lane. It's only about $30 or $40. It's not that expensive, but you can only use it once every couple of hours, and you can only use it on certain rides. So it's not like not like the Universal one where it basically guarantees you front of the line every time.
Yeah.
But Universal's a couple $100.
Yeah.
This one is just so it spaces you out during the day.
Yeah.
You can also buy individual lightning lanes.
Yeah.
So if you do see that Soaring or what's the racing car one that's really cool?
Radiator Springs.
Yeah.
Races.
If you see that's like 180 minutes, which often it is, you can book a lightning lane for that. But another tip that you should be looking at is some of these rides have single rider queues, like Radiator Races.
Radiator Springs races,
And we've been on the single rider queue and actually ended up in the same car.
Yeah, so we have as well.
Yeah. And that way you're on in, look, you can wait depending on the day, but it's a lot quicker than waiting.
And at the end of the day, Lightning Lane is cheaper than buying an extra day ticket.
That's true. Yeah, so if you're going to miss out on a ride.
Yeah, and if you don't have the day available. If you have the day available, then great. Just get an extra day, add an extra day. Okay, here's something that's going to be maybe a little bit controversial.
Yeah.
I personally do not think that Disney Photo Pass is worth them.
Yeah, neither do I.
It's the quality of the photographs I thought were a bit found wanting.
Yeah.
Like, there were 2 or 3 really cool things that they did with little characters where they, get you to go like this and they'll add Tinkerbell. But half the time you're looking at the wrong place.
Yeah.
And I think it's good in theory. And again, if money's no object and you want the full gamut.
Do you want to know a good tip about that?
What?
They will take a photo for you with your own camera, even if you haven't got Photo Pass.
Yes, they will, but they won't add Tinkerbell.
No. So on your I know, but you don't have to pay, like...
Just go like that.
Yeah, $50 for Tinkerbell.
Or buy a Tinkerbell thing.
Yeah. So they will...
Sit it on your hand.
So it's a very good tip. They will take a photo. And there's actual photo spots that they take photos. You've got the best angles.
Yeah, in front of the castle and different things.
And it actually says that they're, that this is a photo spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again... If you're really into your photos, then you can do it.
What about merch?
Okay, so merch is really expensive.
No.
But there are ways to save a bit of money. Set a merchandise budget, especially if you've got kids.
Yeah, give them like an allowance.
Yeah,
they can then
And if you want your kids to just get sort of things every day. Do the shopping beforehand. Go on to go to some outlets, whatever. Buy things there.
Even
there are plenty of places to buy Disney merch.
That's right. So the Target that's really close to Disneyland and also the Walmart, they sell T-shirts with Disney on it, and they'll have Disney Dad on it, or they have Disney Mum. So you can go and do some shopping there before you even start your park days.
Yeah.
And even have them, if you've got little kids, have them sort of away somewhere where you can give it to them during the day.
Yeah.
And then they've got a little surprise.
I saw someone, they were leaving little gifts like a cheap colouring book or pencils out every morning and telling their kids, Mickey left those.
That's cute.
Yeah, stuff like that you can do, and then you're not paying park prices because t-shirts now, you're talking $40 US, $50 US, like $70-$80 Aussie. A hoodie's going to cost you $150.
So I bought a t-shirt recently in Big W, the basic, that retro Mickey.
Yeah.
$15.
There you go.
Yeah, with the ring little,
Yeah. So, do that. Have stuff to wear. Be smart about what you take into the park. Go to Reject Shop, buy yourself some $2 ponchos because a poncho in Disneyland costs you $25 US. And yes, it says Disneyland on it, but once it's wet and drenched, you're just going to chuck it in the bin more than drying it and packing it up and taking it home. So just take cheap ponchos that you can chuck out. Make sure you've got a jumper so that if you get cold later in the day...
Yeah, which happens.
As it gets dark, you're not paying $150 for a Disney hoodie that you're probably not going to wear when you get home.
Oh, I would.
If your T-shirt gets wet on a ride, have a spare T-shirt in your bag. Things like that. Take food in. Like I said, make sandwiches, buy muesli bars and snacks. And maybe do a bit of research before you get in and tell your kids, okay, you each get one snack.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the magic in these things are watching videos and YouTube things before you go. And, there are really good undercover tourists do it. There are really good Disneyland influencers and stuff who will do, all the snacks in one video.
Yeah.
And you can watch that with your kids.
The Disney food blog's very good for that.
Yeah. And then you can make a decision, all right,
get the Mickey bar.
Leanne, what snack are you going to have? And each of your kids can pick one snack and they get to have that. Rather than spending $300 to $100 on food in the park.
And another good tip is you can get water at all the quick service.
Yeah.
So instead of having to, pay $8 for a can of drink, you can get water that they put ice in and everything.
And there's plenty of fountains as well. Yeah. So take a refillable water bottle in. Saves you paying $10 US for soda, as they call it.
All right. So what are your things that you would spend money on in Disneyland? What's the value?
Oh, look, I always will maximise my ticket length within reason. So, half the time I'll look and go, it's only, $50 to add a fourth day or something. So generally I'll spend money on things like that.
Yeah. And
if I see a T-shirt I love, I'll buy it. Yeah. And knowing, but the first time
you have to really love it.
Yeah, T-shirts were like $30, so I bought 5-6 different T-shirts, Haunted Mansion ones and stuff. But now, it's really expensive. Yeah. If there's Haunted Mansion merch, I'm a bit of a hoe for that sort of stuff. So I'll find a way to justify spending, $80 on something Haunted Mansion.
Even when we did Mystic Manor at Hong Kong Disney, I would still take Haunted Mansion over that any day.
Yeah, just for the history.
Yeah, I love
Especially
Haunted
if
Mansion.
you know the history of it and all that stuff. Yeah, no. I think, there's certain, snacks and stuff that are kind of...
Cool, like a Mickey is, the Mickey bar is.
Yeah, the Mickey bar, the
chocolate
Dole Whip.
Yeah,
the Dole Whip. Always have a Dole Whip.
Yeah, the Dole Whip.
So there are certain things that I'll always have to spend money on.
My yoga teacher recently took her whole family. There were 16 of them and 8 kids, 8 adults.
That's a fair way.
So there's 8 adults, 8 children, and the important things for her were to be close to the park. So they stayed at a hotel that was directly opposite. Yep. It also had a free breakfast, and it was where it was the Desert Inn. So it was right where you press the button to walk over the street to Disneyland.
Okay.
And the traffic thing.
Yeah.
They treated all the girls, because they were young. They were sort of like under 7. They treated them to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
Nice,
and they were princesses for the day. They had to book that as soon as they opened it up.
Yeah.
They also did the character breakfast at Goofy's Kitchen. So the whole 16 of them went there and they had the best breakfast and morning. You don't need a park ticket there because it's at the Disneyland Hotel.
Yep.
So that's a good one to do on a day that you're going to go shopping and or experiencing LA and stuff. So they were the three things. Plus they had a 5-day ticket without the whole park because they were able to go. They also did not book Lightning Lane or anything because they were there for the 5 days. They were able to do, if they didn't get on the ride that day, they were able to get on a ride another day. So this is the way they saved money to then spend it on the things that will give them the most memories in years to come. The little ones are still talking about it. Every time they see them, when are we going back to Disney?
That Bibbidi Bobbidi boutique experience for Lauren was worth every penny.
Yeah.
And they're going to remember that over the fact that, we got to fly Qantas instead of
Fiji. That's right. You're right.
No kids can remember that.
Yeah.
Right, whereas the Bibbidi Bobbidi experience, Lauren loved and got...
Or that they dance with Goofy, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Playing the Chip and Dale at the Goofy's Kitchen breakfast.
You never see Chip and Dale in the parks.
Yeah, so no, definitely worth it.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
No, they're all just
I think we've got a list behind the camera.
Yeah.
There. I think we've pretty much covered everything. So, like I said, it's not going to be a cheap holiday. You just have to accept that that's the case.
Yeah.
But it is a holiday that your children will remember forever if they're old enough, of course. Lauren doesn't remember heaps about the first time we went when she was only 7.
Same with our kids. Alex was 7. He doesn't remember.
But certainly the subsequent trips we did when she was older, she remembers.
And they remember the feelings they had. They don't remember the thing. They remember the feelings.
Exactly right. And like I spoke about on our favourite experiences episode, don't underestimate the feeling that it will give you to be able to do that for your family and for your children. I think, in my opinion, that's where the value is in spending the money.
Yeah, definitely.
Is knowing that you've done that for your kids and you've created that experience for them. Well worth every penny.
Yeah.
So. All right. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. If you have questions about Disneyland, put them down in the comments. We'll get the resident expert to answer those for you. And, if there are other things you want us to cover, let us know. Until then, take care of yourselves and we'll see you next time.
Happy skiing.